And trust me, you don't want to miss the action on the games as well. A repeat telecast will be brought right here on this channel, so don't miss out on it. If you missed out on the games, at least this one, you should catch it and see how it went down. Anyways, now it's Tuesday, so we're talking bits and bytes. One more week to the end of the month, but 4 more months to the end of the year. And the tech world has been buzzing. And this morning, Kobe Spikey joins me here for us to do a catch-up on some of the things that have been happening in the world of IT or technology, per se. Kobe, good morning.
Good morning, Jay.
I'm fine. And you?
I'm very well.
Yes. I know from YouTube to Google to Elon Musk to, you name them, Huawei to all the tech giants and the influencers are trying to do something crazy. But the one that even kills me most is the fact that I saw a post earlier on this morning that says that Donald Trump deleted TikTok off his phone and it got downloaded 32 million times in exchange.
Well, yeah, TikTok is the most downloaded app.
I don't even know what's happening on TikTok. Like, what is it about TikTok?
Jay, TikTok is, I mean, no short videos, short form content.
Or Snapchat.
Well, Snapchat's...
No, so basically what I think is happening is that all the apps are recreating the same things and just adding extra features. Because if you ask me, between TikTok and Snapchat, the only difference is that TikTok adds a logo to almost every post.
And then it disappears. I mean, Snapchat's post disappear after a certain time, but TikTok stays there. So yeah, that's pretty much.
So what do we really want, like human beings? Like, what do we really want?
I think we've gotten, you and I, Jay, we're from a different generation. We've gotten to a time where this youth is like, they have choices.
Yeah.
There's so much to choose from. That's how come you won't catch them sitting behind the TV like we would back in the day, or just go sit at the TV. Now they have options.
TikTok.
Watching people dance. I mean, I go on TikTok and there's this big head woman, she's pregnant and she does this skits and she's called Derek in it.
Yeah,
and she's like,
I'm gonna.
I really love her videos on TikTok.
So
anytime I go on TikTok, that's all I'm going there to watch.
Okay, so I see the difference here. Snapchat allows you, most of the time, people take things, unconscious things of themselves or happenings. But TikTok is deliberate.
Yes, TikTok is deliberate.
Yes, so you have to create something deliberate and then put it on there. You know, unlike Snapchat where people like to just take shots of things happening around them. You know,
and then filters.
Filters,
You have flowers in your hair.
So now that means the demand for what people want on social media is to see is to follow content creators. See how creative you can get with your content.
Yeah, and you know, one of the #1 content creators on TikTok is Cabby Lane.
Yeah.
Who's now like worth millions of dollars.
He does everything.
Absolutely says nothing. All he has to do is take a video someone has done and then show how, excuse me to say, dumb they were in doing that.
There's this other guy, I don't know if you've caught up with him. There's this other guy who takes things that are happening on TV and then brings it into real life. So maybe the part where Ronaldo said Ronaldo took the Coca-Cola off.
Yes. And then he was giving him a signal to pass it to him.
Give me the Coca-Cola.
And then he took it from on the side of the TV. Yeah, it's that guy.
Wow.
So, I mean, all this content is what is causing a lot more people to download TikTok. And it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's user-friendly for the kids as well, you know, so you have the younger people, the children enjoying it because there's dancing, there is, you know, funny stuff, there's everything. There's acting. And
I mean, 10 out of 20 scrolls,
you'd find something very interesting. I mean, there's this child and his dad, you know, there was this one where he was being accused of something. His acting was so on point. He's like, it wasn't me, it was her, and she told me to do it.
Yeah, this guy and the dad,
perfect action. And you know, they're also getting stuff. They do influencer gigs for brands. So brands reach out to them and tell them that, hey, if you could put our product in your video, or you could make a skit around our video. So yeah, they're making money, and it's a good thing to see.
Interesting. Wow. Like TikTok is now the in thing. I don't know. If you're not in that generation, well, sorry, but I don't know about Facebook now. I don't want to say it's boring. Well, it's not boring. I think Facebook is like everything can come and meet on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can go film everything. You
can find everything on Facebook.
And come and dump it on Facebook so we can watch the videos.
It's like the marketplace for content now.
Yes.
And I think a lot more people are leaving Facebook because of the demographic. Our parents are joining Facebook. Our teachers are joining Facebook. All that. So we can't be us. Exactly.
How many of you, check yourself, how many of you have blocked your parents to watch your status on WhatsApp? 1, 2. I see you 3.
I was with a friend over the weekend, and her kid actually said she's deleted Facebook. I'm like, why? It's like, because mom is on Facebook.
No, right?
It's like Facebook is for old people.
It's for old people.
Yeah, that's what it's become
now. I don't know what they can do probably to whip up some new generation to want to download Facebook.
Well, that's why they're putting a lot of effort into Instagram, because then if Instagram is successful, you find that most of the young people are going to Instagram and doing stuff on Instagram, and it's more complicated for older people because now they have to learn something new versus them learning what they already know on Facebook.
Do you think they'll ever sell TikTok to Mark Zuckerberg and his team?
That means that the billboards you're seeing on the streets are now going to be in space where billions of people all over the world can see. I mean, imagine, you know, sometimes you can see the trail of an airplane in the sky. Imagine if that was a billboard showing an ad.
Yeah, exactly. I can imagine how
the
that
whole world would see it. Now, brands, you know, big brands, the drink brands, the sneaker brands, all they have to do is just put something, slap something in the sky.
They'll start, this is what I foresee happening. They'll start charging according to how big you want your picture to be displayed.
Why now it's a cube?
And if it starts going into another country, there'll be international charges.
Well, now that's a serious, that's actually a very good, you know, observation, Jay, because every country has its laws on advertising. So some countries do not allow certain types of ads. And now it's going to be very, very, very serious. Like there's a whole lot of hurdles companies will have to go over, because your ad in some countries, you know, people have the right to refuse ads. I should be able to decide I won't see an ad. How do you tell somebody not to look in the sky?
So, for example, in Ghana, you know, influencers do not advertise
alcoholic beverages.
So let's say they shot this up in Togo, around the Togo border, and you are beaming around the Togo border, and
it goes higher than that. So if it started from Togo,
and I'm standing in the Volta region,
whole Africa can see it. So that means that, you know, I mean, it's something that would take a while to become a reality. Maybe they just do text.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I just take a brand logo, maybe J, and then write a big J fully in the sky.
I wonder how that affects aviation.
So as you can see,
an example.
that looks like, an example. It's just a brand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in low orbit, so like you said, aviation, it wouldn't affect it.
Yeah.
But you'd be in your airplane, and then your pilot would say, if you look to your left, you'd see J Foley's satellite billboard right there. It can be seen in over 40 countries.
And I think this will be it's a very ingenious, smart technology, because now the reach of the advertiser is now huge, because it's in the sky. Everybody watches the sky. I mean,
once in a while you throw your eyes into the sky and see it. And I mean, when you look at Super Bowl ads, brands are spending millions for very, very, very limited time. Now you're spending all that money and you're just putting your logo in the sky and everybody can see it. Or better yet, a QR code and someone just can scan it, and then whatever content it is you want them to see just appears. I mean, this is Elon Musk, man. That guy's always doing the craziest
things. So, well, anyway, so what are the other updates? Let's check out.
So Apple said, hey, we realized there's a concern, something going on in the world that we don't like, which is child sexual abuse material. It's a bad thing. Some people, perverted, mental issues, seem to find child sexual abuse material as something they like. And as a result, it finds its way on the internet. And Apple says, hey, we want to help get this stuff off the internet and arrest the perpetrators. How are they going to do that? They're going to take, most of these content, when discovered, there's a database where they're kept in. Now, every person using an iPhone who stores their data on the iCloud, all that data, all that pictures is going to be scanned, right? So all your pictures you take, every single picture you take, video, or anything that you store on your phone, iMessage, WhatsApp, whatever, if it contains anything that has to do with child sexual abuse material, it will be flagged.
Okay.
Now, that means that Apple is comparing everything on your phone to a database of this content.
Yeah.
And if there's a match, you're in trouble, because then there's going to be escalated. Well, it will be reviewed by an employee. We don't know if it's going to be Apple or an FBI agent or something.
They'll find a way.
It will be reviewed. And if it's seen that it is actually child abuse related material, it will be sent to the appropriate authorities, and then you would be in trouble. Now, it's a very noble cause because, yes, we don't want that content out there.
But how about privacy?
Exactly.
Yes.
And Apple is a company that has touted privacy as its #1 selling point. It's like, hey, if you're using an Apple...
Nobody can get in.
No.
And now you're opening a bit, you yourself...
Now, this is a huge can of worms. You're telling people that we're scanning all your photos. Now, they're not seeing them because these photos are being converted to what we call hashes. Now, hashes are just a combination of characters that cannot be seen. And the good thing is that it's a neural hashing system. So even if you crop the photo or you put a filter over it or even remove 1 pixel, it doesn't change the neural hash. It remains, like original. So it knows that this is the actual photo. Now, they say that Apple claims that there's going to be 1 in a trillion chance of being wrong. Now, if that unfortunate 1 in a trillion chance happens to be you, and then that lewd photo you uploaded or something that you thought was you being in your something element with, I don't know, but somehow a content of yours is flagged as child pornography, someone has to look at that. And imagine that person looking at that and realizing that that's not it. And unfortunately, it's already gone. And mind you, when it's detected, your phone is disabled.
Wow.
For them to continue the process.
Wow.
People are of the standpoint that, hey, this is worrying because what if it's something that I'm only supposed to see? It's not child porn, but it's me. Yeah. And then someone has to look at this.
So the defining moments as to the use of the child porn content on your phone is what it's going to be. But anyway, all right. So Kobe, break it down.
So when you remember some time ago, there was a shooting in America, and then the perpetrator was arrested, and they wanted to get into his iPhone, and they asked Apple, the FBI asked Apple, and Apple refused to do it. And this caused a lot of people, this was what made a lot of people believe that Apple really cared about people's privacy, to the extent that even a terrorist whose phone they could have unlocked, they refused to do it, right? And that was what Tim Cook was saying. Like, the things that people, shouldn't do, the things that shouldn't be done. They respect privacy. And now everybody feels that they're doing a complete U-turn on that stance. It is a noble cause, but it is going to reduce people's trust in Apple's privacy. Mind you, a lot of governments in the world do not believe in privacy, and they could end up using this software, this technology, in another way. Imagine if I'm looking for someone, all I need to do is using the same technology.
Exactly.
Matching photos, let's say, we have countries where free speech is banned. In Russia and China, they have a lot of censorship issues. And Apple is in these countries. And mind you, in China, for instance, Apple, the Chinese state has the ability to go into Apple's servers and search for stuff. If you're setting up an iPhone in China or Russia, you actually go through an extra step that allows you to download state-owned content on your phone, which means that if the state wanted to, spy on you, they could. Not going to say they are, but if you have this technology, what's to say that some of these, governments will not use it for themselves, and thereby reducing free speech and privacy?
Gradually, the conversation on privacy is just narrowing down. Very soon, you can't even hide your blink. What goes on in your mind after your blink have to be exposed somehow. When you shut your eyes for a few seconds and open it, you have to tell the world why you shut your eyes and what you were thinking of. That's what we're getting to. All right, we've got a few more minutes more. What's on there next?
So, this is the time when new gadgets are coming. You have every smartphone company launching new phones from this period till January. And Xiaomi, a Chinese company, announced their latest Mi Mix 4. Now, when they say Mi Mix 4, it is their flagship device. Now, it's an awesome device because it's got great camera and so many features. And there's this, nice feature about it. That's what you're seeing on it. It's really helpful. So you put your phone on charge, in about 10 minutes, your phone is already 100%.
Gone are the days of slow charging.
No, right now it's called flash charge.
Look what they've done to Samsung and all the other brands.
So instantly, 10 minutes, maximum 15, your phone is fully charged. And the thing is, Xiaomi is really...
So, ever since I also switched on to the whole iPhone conversation, I think I have experienced some real supercharging. I like it. It's quick, as fast if you use an original charger. But this one, 10, 15 minutes.
Straight up to 100%.
That's crazy.
Now, next up is Samsung. They've also launched a new device, which is the Galaxy Fold Z3, Galaxy Flip Z3. They launched a whole lot of things. The Buds, 2 new earphones, Galaxy Watch 4. And the good thing about the Fold now is it's waterproof.
Oh.
Yes. So, I mean,
so all this time it wasn't waterproof?
No, it wasn't. I mean, hey, Jay, you're opening things, and then water goes inside. You don't see your phone is spoiled. It's not.
So are these phones, are these all these new phones, these 11 Pros and 12 Pros waterproof?
Yeah. Apple's iPhone 11 and the 12, they are waterproof, water resistant.
So, wait,
resistant.
There's a difference between...
That's why I said water resistant. Although you can put it in water.
Please do not listen to this show and go try it at home. No.
I wouldn't advise with iPhones. Reason being that there's actually been a lawsuit against Apple for their water resistance. It's failed in certain instances. So some countries have actually
exactly. Some countries' waters are different.
But I have tried it with multiple phones. I will try it with this phone. I know Samsung's probably putting their hands on their head like, why do we trust this guy to do this?
But we're dipping in water for it. I think next time, let's just try this.
Yeah, we will try.
Let's bring a couple of phones and then a bowl of water here. Put them in there and let's see if they still work. Proudly sponsored by the major brands. Because I'm not using my phone. Nah.
Oh, we can try with your phone. I mean, I'll put a Fold.
I mean, disclaimer, my phone is not water resistant, no.
But it says so on the box.
No. I think seep through. It might just be the
speaker grill.
The speaker
but it's sealed.
It's sealed.
It's watertight.
Yeah. And
the charging port is also sealed.
As well. But I mean, considering the price of these phones, that can equally guarantee you about a 10-year visa to the UK.
But you see, what's even more, what's riskier than a phone that folds, right? And then water could seep in through it. Your phone is straight, but water can seep. There's so many places water could seep in with this phone. But surprisingly, they've made it capable of resisting water. And I think that is a very laudable thing that Samsung has done.
I've got a minute to go. Any other one we can touch on in 45 seconds before we run off?
Yes. If you're used to YouTube and all these unboxing toys, you know that these kids on social media who have been uploading toys that they unbox and they review, Google is cracking down on all these things because children have access to internet nowadays. I mean, with the whole pandemic and all, children have tablets now, they have internet, they're always on the internet. But there's very little, regulation for them. You find that someone has uploaded content and then anyone could go and comment on it. And these kids are reading these comments. Someone could put a comment that could lead these kids anywhere. So Google, YouTube have said that, you know what, we're blocking it. You can't, upload comments on videos made for children. Secondly, if you're a child and you upload a video, by default, it's private. And now children can appeal for their content to be deleted on the internet. Even their pictures.
That is where the world is getting to now.
If you upload your child's picture, that child can actually write to Google and say, take it off.
Let me wrap it up and say this. So I bought these LED lights at home, and then I'm on a video call with my daughter. This is a 5-year-old girl. And then she looks at the lights and said, oh, wow, Daddy, those are LEDs.
5-year-old. Jay, when you were 5 years, what did you know?
Yo!
You were not just killing football and riding a bicycle.
Prime Morning is proudly brought to you by Kinder Bubble International School as well. Thank you so much, Kinder Bubble, for being a part of Prime Morning. And also, don't forget that today you can actually get a whole family size of cheesy pizza for just 40 Ghana cedis. How about that? It only happens on Tuesdays. So grab the opportunity now at any cheesy pizza branch. On that note, Kobe and I are out of here. We're back here same time next week with more updates on Bits and Bytes.